Niall here with another Clash Academy video from the Valhalla Files Vault. Today I'm going to take a look at Valkyrie and Hog Riders, an unlikely duo that can do devastating damage. Both are high-speed units with good damage per second, and if you utilize that correctly, you can do a lot of damage in a short period of time. So let's take a look at some of my raids in Champions League using this dynamic duo. Here I highlight areas of importance. The red area is where I can drop my freeze spells. The clan castle there, that's the direction I want to pull them. And that blue is where there's a very tight-knit group of buildings for my Hog Riders to demolish. I open up with my golem and use wizards to clear outside buildings. I just have one golem this time because I want a straight pull. That's when you pull the clan castle in a straight direction. Because I'm going right down the middle there where the mortar is, I'm putting both of my golems right there. Now I'm going to follow with P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A. are primarily in this composition to deal with heroes. Valkyrie behind, and watch carefully as I drop my jump, and as you see there, I'm going to try to pull those level 40 heroes towards the Inferno so I can try to freeze them all together. My Hog Riders there are going to go up the flank, and as all these units are colliding there, I'm going to drop my freezes in a rage. I didn't get the heroes, but as my Valkyrie are just tearing apart that core, the Hog Riders are going on the flank there and taking out buildings. As you can see, when other units are taking the damage for the Hog Riders, they can do a lot in a short period of time. Might have even been beneficial to drop a rage on top of them so they could have done that very quickly. But as you see here, I do a lot of damage and pretty much crippled the base. This was the base with high level defenses and maximum heroes active. When I start firing up my next video, I want you to take a look at how closely major defenses are clustered together. That's one of the primary things I was looking for when I looked for bases to attack. The other thing was a clear path for the Hog Riders, which I'll highlight on this base here. If you look at the blue areas, if I deploy my Hog Riders a little bit to the inside, they'll go to the air defense, mortar, and then they should go towards the core. This way I can use a minimum number of spells to rage maximum number of units. Again, this time I opened up with P.E.K.K.A. and that's just because I'm going straight down the middle there. Golems are very important to keep my Archer Queen alive, who's level 33 in this video. And again, I'm doing a straight pull, going right down the middle. Valkyrie coming in. When you drop the jump spell, be careful not to try to open up too many compartments. You actually want a very controlled attack. As you see here, I'm going to drop my freeze spell and rages. I'm slowing it down so you can kind of see what's going on here. I'm trying to wait for my units to engage in Infernos, and there I have locked down 6 towers. And as the Rage and my Barbarian King go into there, they're just going to tear it apart. As you watch here, the units, both Valkyrie and Hog Riders, have a lot of damage per second. So even though you only have 8 seconds to pull this off, they can make surprisingly good use of that limited amount of time. And as you look here, it was a high level base, and I'm easily hitting 2 stars and going for a much higher percent. Let's take another look at a high level raid using this combination. This is a very good base to look at because it has a very clear path for my Hog Riders to go. If you look at that red path, right directly to the Inferno, and that's critical. Infernos, if you can take both of them out within that 8 seconds, especially if you can get a few expos and stuff with it, it's crippling for a Town Hall 10 base. So if you can get your Hog Riders and Valkyrie all into the core and wipe out all those really high priority defenses, you're going to do a lot of damage. Again, golem going into the top, and that's so I can try to get a straight pull. The reason for a straight pull is if the units bunch up as they go towards you, that's more likely that your Valkyrie will take them all out with a single splash damage whirlwind. As you can see, I deployed my golem to the side of where those hog riders are coming down there, and that was so that the golem's taking the damage. As you see, a dragon comes out there. It's not the end of the world. You just need to throw a rage on top of your Valkyrie, your wizards I mean, so that they take out the dragon quickly. And having your archer queen right behind is critical too. That way they can take those out rather quickly. As you see there, the Infernal got taken out. Much of the core got cleared. Archer Queen finished off the Town Hall. I'm sitting at 49%. No worries. I have a giant and a few archers left that I sometimes use to lure. Boom, 50% and the win. The last base here I'm going to take a look at has more of a unusual layout, so it's a little harder to predict where the units are going to go when you only have 8 seconds. I didn't see it initially, but there's a little higher cluster of buildings off to the right there, so my hog riders would make a direct path to Inferno. Very good. For a normal Valkyrie strategy, this base would be bad because of the sort of open area there between the town hall and the heavily segmented defenses there. Valkyrie are very prone to just kind of going around and making a big circle around that, and you'll kind of see that in this raid. In hindsight, that golem on the right would have made more sense to deploy him near the air defense and use my wall breakers to get that wall. Golems distracting defenses, wizards behind, clearing outside buildings, getting my P.E.K.K.A. in there. P.E.K.K.A.'s good in this combination also to break through walls. Valkyrie going in there, going to bust through. I'm going to deploy my hog riders soon, and my hog riders are going. I spread them out because I wasn't sure where they were going to go. As you can see, the ones that are a little off to the right are going to make a beeline where I want them to go, and my archer queen's going to get behind that pocket they create where the defenses are cleared and get me the win. Again, Valkyrie and Hog Riders make a pretty good combination actually, because the Hog Riders and Valkyrie are both fast units. They do a lot of damage. And at Town Hall 10 you can use Freeze and Rage to maximize that. And at lower Town Halls you can use a Heal Spell and little different tactics to really capitalize on these two fast moving, high damage dealing units. They make a really good team, but they're a little hard to learn. So when you're picking up this strategy, keep in mind that the first few raids you do, you probably won't do something really impressive, and you might have a really big loss because these units can be a little bit hard to predict. And there we go. My archer is going to collect some elixir for me, and that's the last raid. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little bit about this strategy. This has been a Death's Door production. Stop by and visit my clan sometime. This has been a part of the Clash Academy series, the Supercell form event Valhalla. Special thanks to Daddy for visiting our clan. Check his channel out sometime to see the Valkyrie Hog Rider event that we held. See you later.